have another one I'm going to show you here. This is going back to QR codes. Okay. This one is web-based, and it's called QR Voice. And basically what it is you can create a QR code that the kids can scan, and then it's going to have things read to them or spoken to them. So it's very, very easy to use. You just go to qrvoice.com. You go in the space where it says say what, and you're going to type in exactly what you want it to say. And then you're going to hit create. And then it's going to create your QR code for you. One thing that I like about this one is that, notice you can change it to several different languages. So I know some of the foreign language teachers are using it up here, and they're posting QR codes around the building with some sayings that they're working on in class so that the kids can hear them. Or they're putting morning work or bell work, is what we used to call it in elementary, where you come in and you scan it, and then the teacher could give them instructions by a QR code. So that one's called QR Voice.
All right, the one I'm going to show you next is actually a website. There's no app for this, but it's called FlipSnack. And what FlipSnack allows you to do is actually embed anywhere on a website a PDF. But most PDFs are boring to begin with. So what this allows you to do is you can take either a teacher-created work or student-created work, and you put it into FlipSnack, and it puts it into a flippable book. All right? So this is actually a document that we created our first year in this position. We were talking with teachers about grading, and we went to Commerce teachers and got their 20 top mistakes. And people are tired of kids saying, hey, they'd make all the corrections and go D equals diploma and throw it in the trash can. So this was an idea that we could take and go out and give a code. The kids would have to then look up the code in the writer's handbook and then address the rule and fix the work themselves. So they're actually learning from the grading. So if you look at this, I can actually just flip the pages. It works a little bit better on the website. It does work with the iPad too, but the functionality looks a little bit different. But you actually just scroll through the pages and read it like an actual book. All right? It actually is cross-platform. It works on iPhone as well. I'll show you what that view looks like. They look pretty similar. So here I have my page, and notice how on my phone it scrolls across. So I don't have the actual page view like I do on my iPad, but I can still scroll across and see what's happening. If I turn it sideways, or landscape, then I get the actual page turn feature. So if you want to take some of those boring PDFs, like student handbooks and things like that, put them up in a new format, it allows you to put it in kind of a more kid-friendly way that they might be able to flip through and use. It's super easy to use. Yeah.
Okay, the next one that I'm going to cover is called Learnist. How many Pinterest fans are there in here? See a couple guys. Nice. How many have pinned anything today? Be honest. You pinned something during the training. How many pins? Come on. Well, there is an option for an educational type of a Pinterest, and it's called Learnist. And get it back open. Learnist is, like I said, very, very similar to Pinterest, but it's for educational purposes. So you can actually find topics and subjects where people have different boards, and those boards, of course, just like Pinterest, as much as I know about it, my wife pins, I don't. They are attached to different links, and so, for example, on mine, I have several. I have a couple different boards when I log in. And so what you could do this several ways. You could actually have your own Learnist board, and you could create a series of links for students to go through for learning experiences. So you have a certain topic that you're covering, and you may have a sequential order of readings that you want them to do, and they can go through and find those topics. Then, the other option is to have your students actually create their own boards. So this could be for research, or it could be getting ideas, brainstorming for different options of what they're going to do in a particular assignment or project. But like I said, you can share your board with your students. Students can share them with each other, and it'll just bring up a number of those boards. It'll show a thumbnail of that website, and then they can actually go in and click into that website and continue their learning. So that's Learnist, and just FYI, this is one of those apps or one of those services that is better used and set up online on your laptop. So that's learnist.org. I think, or maybe it's learn.is. I don't know, sorry. You'll have to just do a Google search for it, Learnist, and it'll bring you right to it. But again, experiment with it online, and then I would go to your iPad once you get the idea and structure of it.
Okay, I'm actually going off our agenda right now because I found an app last night, and I just downloaded an app on my iPad that I want to show you guys. It's one of the apps gone free today, which is really cool. This is called 8mm. It's free on your phone. It is $1.99 on the iPads. 8mm, and the way I even heard about it, first of all, was at the last Academy Awards. One of the nominees for Best, documentary. One of the nominees for Best Documentary was filmed with an iPhone using 8mm. It was a bunch of young people that didn't have a lot of money, and so they found this app, and this is what most of their documentary was filmed with. They used some regular cameras. The beauty of this is I can change it to different looks. I can do all kinds of pieces with it. I can add light. It can film me. We don't want that. We saw that earlier. It saves it directly to your video files on your phone. So I could film just like that, and it films. It's got the noir view on it right now. But you can make it look like an old 8mm video, which I loved about it. So I was playing with this last night, filming my dogs in 8mm, but I don't have that up right now. So this is really cool, and it's free on the phone. So if you teach the upper levels where a lot of your kids have phones, or even if you just have one per group that has the phone, it's $1.99 on the iPad, but it might be fun to put on a few iPads in your class and then use to film with. And it's just that easy, and now it's uploaded into my videos. The other one I wanted to show you.
I actually found that app last night too, through the Starbucks app.
Through the Starbucks app,
Yeah,
yes, it was the
that.
free one from Starbucks. Okay, let's see here. The other one, where'd my iPad go? I just downloaded this one as we're sitting up here. And this is if you are an art teacher, would be fabulous. And it's free today. It's called Louvre HD. And what it has is you go through, and it has a lot of the most famous paintings that they have in the Louvre Museum. And I thought, how awesome would that be if you're teaching history? You can go out and grab those. Or if you are an art teacher, or if you're teaching a lot of different cultural pieces. I also grabbed really quickly, this is a fun one, it has relaxing ambient music, and it's free out there on Apps Gone Free today too. So if you need your kids to calm down, so you want a little ambient music for them, it is out there, and it is free today. And I am finished. Thank you.
All right. This app last year, well, it's a site and an app, but it's called Mobile Conduit. So I'll show you real quick. And what it does is gives you the ability to build your own mobile app for dummies like me. So make sure this plays.
Whether you're a developer or a content provider, taking your ideas to the mobile world is mission critical. However, there are some serious obstacles to creating a mobile app for mass market adoption. You've got to build the app, make sure it works across multiple devices, get it published, effectively promote it, analyze and tweak performance, monetize your efforts. It's no small task. Enter Conduit Mobile. Conduit Mobile breaks down the barriers between your inspiration and a feature-rich mobile app. With Conduit Mobile, you can create richly functional, fully customized apps, fast and code-free. Create one app, one time, for all major platforms. Check compliance and publish your apps to all major marketplaces. Proactively promote your app with a suite of tools and access the vast Conduit network. Conduit Mobile changes the rules of the mobile app game. Now, for any device or for any platform, anyone can create, publish, and promote high-quality mobile apps. Conduit Mobile. Mobilize your inspiration.
So last year, just Crawford's brain for a second. I experimented with this, knowing that we were going to pilot an online class here at the high school this year. So we had a fully online class this year, and one of the things I want to do is experiment with this. Now, you don't have to know coding to do this type of a mobile app. It's pretty simple, and basically it's a lot like building a website, going on Weebly. It's kind of got those user-friendly features that you can just add quickly, the things that you're already accessing. If you know a little bit of code, and I know that code can be dangerous, it does help with just customizing some things. But really, this one's pretty user-friendly. So, created a mobile app and allowed kids to download that. Now, this may look a little bit strange to begin with, but yeah, well, I mean, I don't have grandkids. So, you've got the ability to add several different features, news feeds, Twitter, all those kinds of things, but you can also make your customized music playlist to put on there. And this is an app, so then the
Morgan,
students
is that
can
you
put
in the toilet?
Yeah. You can link up your YouTube channel, there's Miss Myers. And then you can make customized pages as well. So like I had specific links I needed the kids to access for the class. And anyway, it was an option. It was another platform. I was experimenting with a lot of things. So this is a completed app, so to speak. But it's an option for you to go out and experiment with that, build that. You'll be limited on the amount of free downloads you can have. I think when I created this, it was 500, so that's pretty good. But I think they've decreased it because they want people to pay for it, obviously. But you can go on there and mess with creating it and see if it's something you would want to use. Obviously, in the iPad environment, having a mobile app kind of makes sense. It could either supplement the class website. I use both, kind of in tandem together, so their linkages are there. But you could either replace that website or supplement it with something like this. And like I said, it's right there on your tablet or iPhone device. All right.
I know that sounded really annoying, but we give up. I'm going to show you an app that I think a lot of people are probably wondering right now. How many of you are going to be 8th grade teachers? So let me ask you, how are you going to keep 25 to 30 students on the same page at the same time while you are teaching? Ever thought about that? Yes. Well, I have the app for you. It is called Nearpod, Nearpod. What Nearpod does is it lets you create a presentation in Nearpod. I don't know if you can upload your own presentations. Anybody know? You can? Okay, so you can upload a PowerPoint through a PDF or a PDF. Okay. And then you input your questions. So what it looks like this, like when you have your presentation up, the teacher sees the big screen, Nearpod, and the bar along the bottom. The bar along the bottom is where you scroll through your slides. The students will see just the big screen on theirs. So as you scroll through, The students will see just the big screen, and then you can go through your presentations. Their devices change whatever you do as a teacher. If you click back because you forgot to talk about an issue, their screen will go back also. You have control of their screens. If they log out, it will alert you. So you will know when someone leaves and starts dinking around somewhere else where they're not supposed to be. You can embed questions here, quizzes, polls. It is a free version, and the free version does do a lot of this stuff. Is it limited? Okay, you can only have so many presentations in your library. The paid version is very, very expensive, and I guarantee you the district will not purchase it for you. It's like $150. So I'm throwing that out there. Don't even try.
PTOs.
But PTO might, a fundraiser. If you really, really want it, you'll have to come up with the money on your own. It does have a bank of already created presentations. It's real time. Okay, you can send it to one web page online. You can pull data and activity reports. So it does a lot of stuff. And keeps everybody together all at once.
Okay, one last one before we take a break. I wanted to end on a fun one. Okay, it is a free app, and it is called Sock Puppet. It's kind of crazy, but it's fun, and the kids like it, all ages. Yeah, Zach needs to see this one. Basically, it's pretty easy. You just go new. You're going to pick the puppet that you want. You're going to hit next, and you can choose more than one. From there, you're going to pick the background that you want them to be in. Hit next. You can pick props, scenery, things that you want to add in there. They're setting up the stage for me, so there's my sock puppets. Oh, it lost me. That's okay. And you can change the way they look, and then you can go in, and up here at the top, you can record. So I'm recording right now. Then stop, and then you can play it. Did we lose me? There we go again. Yeah. I don't know, something's happening to me. Strange. But anyway, after you record it, it'll save them. And then you can go back in and play them later. But it's one that, once again, you think that older kids wouldn't like it. They love it. So it's called Sock Puppet, and it's in the App Store, and it's free. And you're going to have a 10-minute break.